Yo, Sigma here. Thanks for joining me again, or for the first time, for another challenge against the top 3 spenders in Gundam Breaker Mobile. Yep. So my score has drifted a little bit from around, down I think 280 to 260-ish from the first day's score. And, oh, one sec, I did want to check something. Yeah, okay. Although, I didn't get it from time for the last, oh well. In any case, let's just jump in. Frick. No. I'm gonna quit out of that, just because, I forgot setup steps. Since the first day is so laughably easy that you don't need buffs or anything, I just tend to, I need to switch things around on the second day, and I doubt that other players tend to need that. But again, I don't see anyone else putting their challenges up on YouTube much. I use the term challenge quite loosely in this instance. And suffice to say, sorry to say, no, the last week's guys, yeah, in this position they weren't particularly good, unfortunately. It's not that they were bad either. They weren't. They just weren't incredible. Since that one's made up of all parts that it's built out of instead of a skin, because I can't afford 3-axis drop swords. The Tallgeese has a skin to put it together. So, need to start upgrading that archer stance, but it's not doing a huge problem, causing any problems really. So, now that everything should be set up properly, let's hop back in. And hopefully, I don't have to spend too long on this. No offense, just, makes for a better video. One sec. Excuse the silence. Well, near silence. You might be able to hear the quiet tinkling of noises from this game, but generally because I hate the soundtrack of this game, I don't, Scotty P, goodbye. Gotta make a point to hit all of the targets at some point, or to switch targets periodically on this field for a particularly annoying reason. Mostly because this area here, you need to catch it fast, and you need to catch them. Yep, there we go. I think the other ones died in the shockwave, but I don't know. I didn't hit the operator base button, but that might not make a big difference this time. It will. Huh. Yay. I'll have to make another challenge or two, even though I don't like to. I can't write my first day's score as well as I can before, mostly because I can't afford any on the gacha. Excuse me, that's my roommate. Excuse me for having to mute myself periodically. I picked that target because it's closer to the middle of the pack. Ergo more likely to do the most damage, and I need to get this guy into position here, mostly so that it can hopefully pull off something great. Maybe, I don't know. It was not a better score. We got a better time, but everything else was shit. Not literally everything else, but close enough to my discomfort. I hate this arena for the score suppression factor that it has. 900%. I'll have to go back and check last week's stream to see if it's the same number 3 this week as it was last week. I suspect it will. I suspect that the game designers want people's egos to be inflated by this, which, you know, I get it. I take a little pride out of the accomplishment that I've made of not being able, not having to, or having spent any more money on this. It's been a process, but I've still spent a lot more than I would like on any other game. And the games that I have spent that much on, I actually liked a lot better than this one. Yep, that was not perfect. I don't think it's going to be better than that last one either. There's a lot of dead silent moments. That's not the right word for that, but very slow. But yeah, I suspect that the top 100 will not listen, although they'd have to be watching my videos to listen to my suggestion that they stop spending money on the game. I suspect that they've all given this game thousands of dollars and Bandai by proxy, or directly, technically. But oh well. I mean, some people just won't question that kind of thing. They're just in the consumer mindset. They're like, oh yeah, I've got to consume from my favorite sources. And that's why I think that fandom is kind of a dangerous premise to get too deep into. I hope that's better. Got the operator base kicked on. Got all my buffs up. Mostly looked good. Got full health. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That hits my mark. And yeah, I mean, I could try for a maxed out score, but I don't feel like it. It's just, I know all the effort and I know all the tricks to do it. It's just like, why? Especially when it's so much simpler and easier to just spend which I don't, and I won't. Not anymore. I'm done. But let's jump into the top of this. Although I don't think that this is the top of the rankings for this. I don't know, though. I could not tell you. Every time I read the name Alan, for some reason, I remember this scene from Jurassic Park, or the Jurassic Park sequel. It's stupid, where the Velociraptor's in Alan's dream, and it's like, Alan! And it's a Velociraptor speaking to the main character, Alan. It's very funny to me. I don't know why. It just, like, totally immersion breaking. I forgot to put myself on auto, but I should be able to hit it fine. We're not on acid mode, so. Oh, hey, cool. I don't know what is going on there, but it's a cool little effect there. I almost got my star funnels and other one off at the same time, which is pretty nice. Rare occurrence. Alrighty. I missed the timing that time. Oh well. I mean, and to be fair, the EX skill that what was it? It looked like Common Rider kick, Blazing Kick. It was decent, and it was pretty quick, but not as fast as my Evil Punisher, and not as powerful as the Star Funnels. So I think I'm not going to go, and I don't want to risk it giving me a non power type, so I'll trust it this time. I think I can manage this one. My job gauge should be activated immediately. Yeah, see? It's the difference between auto. Auto has a slight advantage in that the job gauge is immediately active when you start the match. And I think they bank on that to some degree. Yeah. Usually against something that's equal to me, I will need both of my starter EX skills like that. Yay. I might take a swing at the arena later tomorrow or later today if I decide to pick up the game again later. Which usually, nah, I don't do that anymore. Usually after I'm done streaming, I'm done with the game for the day. So, thanks for joining me in the past, present, or future. I should say past or future, but that's not as funny a joke. In any case,